Rita, 13, that weird spinny thing. The Dark Forest is currently home to 3 fantastic attractions, but there's more to this area than you might think. Before the 80s arrived, the main attractions in this area were the Adventure Playground, the Wildlife Museum, and the Rupert Magic Bear Show. However, in 1980, a new addition would change Alton Towers forever. Corkscrew, built by Dutch manufacturer Vekoma, opened as the park's first roller coaster. By today's standards, the statistics for this ride wouldn't be considered particularly impressive, but at the time of opening, this ride was fairly spectacular. There were also a few children's attractions which surrounded the Corkscrew, but who cares about them? In 1983, another roller coaster was added. This was known as the Mini Dragon Coaster. It operated from 1993 up until 2011 as Beastie before being relocated to another park. In 1984, the area was rethemed and some new rides and attractions were added. It was renamed to Festival Park and contained some of the more thrilling attractions that Alton Towers had to offer. 3 new rides were added to assist Corkscrew in the area's lineup. One of these rides being Enterprise, a ride which still operates today in a different area of the park known as X Sector. Over the next 3 or 4 seasons, the ride offering changed a lot, but we had nothing important enough to mention in this video. One of the most drastic changes was the addition of the Sky Ride, with which the gondolas would float through the middle of the area. In 1999, the area was rethemed again. This time it took the name of Ugland and it had a prehistoric theme. There were a few theming objects scattered around the area, such as boulders and a dinosaur skeleton. Corkscrew continued to operate in Ugland alongside a few new attractions. These rides were Ugg Bugs, Dino Dancer, and Ugg Swinger. There weren't many noticeable changes to the area until 2004. Alton Towers had a new roller coaster planned for the 2005 season, so towards the end of 2004, a large quantity of the rides in Ugland were removed to make way for Rita. Rita is a launch coaster with an acceleration of 0 to 100 km per hour in 2.5 seconds. To allow for Rita to be built, many attractions were either relocated to other areas or removed completely. Ugland didn't last long, and at the end of the 2008 season, it was announced that Corkscrew will be removed from the park to make way for a new roller coaster, which will be codenamed Secret Weapon 6. At the end of the season, the park decided to hold a special day where guests could ride for the last time. They even opened up some of the rides area so that guests could get closer to the attraction. As well as this, Alton Towers painted the iconic double helix purple and rebuilt it to the park entrance for people to view while entering and exiting the park. In 2009, the Ugg Swinger had moved to a new area called Cloud Cuckoo Land and opened as the Twirling Toadstool, and only Rita remained in Ugland. The construction of Secret Weapon 6 was visible with teaser posters up around the park. Then, in 2010, the area was rethemed again to the Dark Forest, with Rita and Secret Weapon 6, now known as 13. It stayed this way all the way up until 2021, when a temporary flat ride renamed Roller Disco was added. Roller Disco is one of 4 temporary flat rides which were added for the 2021 season. It operates in the former location of Ugg Swinger and it is expected to operate until the end of the 2022 season.